I discovered this when I was working at Hardee's as a teenager, and there was this Jamaican guy there. We always talked about rap and who's the biggest rap. Everybody in there was basically hip hop fans, but the Jamaican guy turned me on to Rage Against the Machine. He kind of played it off like, hey, you're white, you like rock and roll, right? Like, no, I like rap. But he's like, this is rap, but it's also rock and roll, so you'll love this.
Is that racist?
Kinda. Well, I wouldn't say racist. No, racial.
Racial.
Hey, blast off, I can talk my ass off. Hey, Smokey, what you seen, and I'll tell you what I saw. Hollywood, what you think, and I'll tell you what I thought. And we can talk about it all when we here on Trash Talk.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Trash Talkers podcast.
We made it.
We made it, Smoke.
Yeah, we did.
How art thou?
Oh, not bad, not bad. It's football season.
Bring it on, buddy.
Week 0 of college just happened this past weekend. Week 1 of college is this coming up weekend, and then the next week will be NFL, and this is the greatest time of year. Happy football to everyone. It's the footballiest time of the year, and man, that's it. What do you got?
Hey, man. Look, Smokey has a football podcast.
Yeah.
The link is in the description. Y'all want to hear more? Go check it out. I do have a question, though. Does college football have preseason?
No, they don't. They do spring games in early spring, but technically not preseason. They just play each other.
So, anything new with me? I'm going to Mexico, and I finally got the stamp and the approval to go to Mexico to hang out with my family. This isn't Christmas, though, so it's going to be cool to have my entire family in the new house in Mexico.
95 degrees on
95
Christmas.
degrees. Hey, that's Atlanta, though. That's going to be the same thing in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Man, last Christmas was hot as hell, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of times it is, man.
Yeah,
we get 80-degree Christmases down here.
100%. Yeah, man. Just excited to, travel and hang out with the family, man. But today's podcast is going to be an interesting. But before we do that, if you guys are new here, what we do is we read the top 3 comments from our previous podcast, which happened to be artists that people hate. And
we did.
You guys had some interesting
I bet they did.
Some interesting comments on there. So the number 3 most liked comment goes out to you, of course, Cat Mirror. Cat says, I could comment on everyone mentioned, but I'm running late for work. But my hate for Axel is because of Montreal 1992. That's all I have time to say. You know anything about that?
What was the incident? Let's see.
Axl Rose.
It was Montreal 98?
92.
Oh, 92. Guns N' Roses, Montreal 1992.
What happened?
A riot. Okay.
August 8th, 1992, Montreal.
Yeah.
That is right. Kat did say she was from Canada.
It was on a beautiful summer day, August 8th.
Huh.
Yeah, I'd have to read the whole article to get the entire story.
Hey, you see how there's a good and a bad and everything. Even though there was a riot, Smokey said it was a beautiful, sunny day in old Montreal.
Apparently, it was a joint concert with Guns N' Roses and Metallica.
Oh, wow. There you go. The number 2 most liked comment comes from FM Chef 25. Shout out to you, FM Chef 25. FM Chef says, we're all laughing until AI becomes aware. Did we not learn anything from Terminator?
No, we did not.
I'm investing in EMP devices.
Oh, man. Probably a good idea, to tell you the truth. And I've said this for the past few years, that it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. We know what's going to happen in the end. We know it's coming. We know the AI, the computers will take over. The machines will take over at some point. But we're not going to stop. We're just going to keep marching into that black hole and just see what happens.
Like I say, we are good. Just stop.
Yeah, we could.
We're good. Just stop.
We could stop, but there's too much power at stake, and people want that power.
Before we get to the number 1 comment, you want me to tell you a new conspiracy going around?
What's that?
Remember how everyone said, like back in the late 70s, early 80s, everyone was like, oh, lead paint, everyone's houses was used with lead paint. And the government said, well, hey, it's toxic, and children are eating lead paint, like the chips. They would be eating First of all, have you ever seen or heard of anyone in your family or any other family eating lead?
Getting lead poisoning from the paint?
Or just eating lead chips from paint?
No.
All right.
Yeah,
now,
I mean, I imagine it did happen, but I don't think it was just a big wave of
Yeah.
people eating paint chips.
And this is a conspiracy. I'm not just telling y'all what I heard. You guys let us know. Have y'all ever had family members or any children just eat lead chip paints that fell off the wall? But the conspiracy is that radio frequencies and government being able to spy inside you, the reason they stopped selling lead paint was because the lead in the paint would keep out the and now there's like no house has it because the frequencies can come in now.
Yeah,
it's just
there's a theory for everything.
Everything.
I mean, margarine causes dementia.
NASA is the biggest owner of glitter for some reason. Man, we could go on and on.
Teflon cookware caused cancer.
Yeah. Okay, the number one most liked comment from artists that people hate, our last podcast, come from El Miguel 17. Also, El Miguel gave us a $5 donation, so thank you for that $5 donations. And El Miguel says, "Gracias. Jack Russell, singer of Great White, just passed away. Would you please, in his memory, react to Great White song either Lady Red Light or House of Broken Love? Please make it real. We lost an amazing voice."
Oh, R.I.P. for sure. We do need to touch on some Great White.
Damn it, have we never done Great White?
You know, I don't think
I'll
we
look it
have.
up. I got you.
Yeah, I don't think we have done Great White. We maybe could put on our wigs for that.
Hair metal.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day of how many bands actually have white in the title. And there's
We
a
have
ton.
done Great White.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, we
Which
did
one did
Rock
we do?
Me.
Oh, Rock Me.
Is that Rock Me Like a...
No, that's Scorpions.
Yeah. Great White, Rock Me.
Oh, man, I'm going to have to revisit that.
That was 8 months ago. Okay. All right. Anyway, today we have an interesting topic, and this one actually comes from you guys. Guys, you guys leave us some topics of what topics would you guys like us to discuss here on these episodes that we do
absolutely.
on the podcast.
Yep, and this one actually came from a suggestion.
It sure did.
Podcast for sure.
Do you want to? And first of all, before we get into it, the name is Desert Island albums.
Yeah.
Basically, what that means is if you were trapped on a desert island and you had to bring 3 albums that you could listen to for how many months are we on this album? Or on this island? Forever. Wow.
Oh, that's the end of
Okay.
You're gonna spend the rest of your life here.
That makes it even better for.
Well, at least as far as you know, unless
until someone saves you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys let us know what 3 albums, if you're stuck on a deserted island forever. What 3 albums do you listen to? So that's what ours. Do you want to start with yours first?
I can. Did we start with honorable mentions or we do those last?
Let's do those last.
Okay.
We can do rock, paper, scissors if you want. Who goes first?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. You always win it, but let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. God damn it. And that's exactly what I did last time.
I know. I'll just do whatever you did last time because I know you're going to change it.
All right, crank it up.
Let's see. I'll start with my number 3, and it happens to be Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire.
You can listen to that. Man, you're a big Rage fan.
Yes. Absolutely, man, because I think I've told it several times when we covered Rage Against the Machine that I discovered this when I was working at Hardee's as a teenager, and there was this Jamaican guy there. We always talked about rap and who's the biggest rap. Everybody in there was basically hip-hop fans, but the Jamaican guy turned me on to Rage Against the Machine. He kind of played it off like, hey, you're white, you like rock and roll, right? Like, no, I like rap. But he's like, this is rap, but it's also rock and roll, so you'll love this.
Is that racist?
Kinda. Well, I would say racist. No, racial.
Racial.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because if I went back to him like, okay, well, I got some rock you would like,
you would F
because I know you listen to rap.
Yeah, or you could be like, well, I am white, so what you got? What you selling here?
So he introduced me to the Evil Empire album. And man, I listened to that thing so many times, like ridiculously amount of times. I remember going over to Big Mike's house one night, and I picked up he actually gave me the album. It was all scratched up, but it still played all the way through. Yeah.
Doing this a few times, put it in
Dude,
there.
we put it in the little Sony boombox and played GoldenEye all night long, and that thing played through probably 5 or 6 times. Wow. And dude, I thought it was one of the greatest albums.
Y'all should have played GoldenEye. Y'all should have played the song GoldenEye while playing the N64 GoldenEye 007.
No, it was no. That's what I was saying.
Oh, you were playing 007.
We were playing 007.
Oh, I thought
GoldenEye.
there was a GoldenEye.
No, but Evil Empire was playing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song off that album?
Let me bring up the track list here. I know I saved it somewhere. Dude. Oh my God. I could the whole thing. I could just play it all the way through.
That's the thing. We're gonna say that about every album.
Yeah.
But if
I mean, some of their biggest songs came off of this album, right? People of the Sun is the first one. That's dude. This is for the people of the sun. It's coming back around again. Bulls on Parade, obviously their biggest song of all time. We all know that. Man, Revolver, Tire Me. Yeah, they try to tire me. Can see you in front of me.
On this album, what's your favorite one? If you
Down
had to pick-
Rodeo. That's
your
got to be my
one?
favorite one. Yeah, because I always wanted to do a cover of Down Rodeo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, you've always said that to me too.
Mhm.
Why haven't you done it?
Getting the instrumentals for it, I guess, is the only reason we haven't done it.
I mean, well, it's your
We
song.
could put it together.
I'll let you. If there's any way I can assist you, that
So many rappers have covered Bulls on Parade. I think Down Rodeo would be the perfect song for us to cover.
you figure. Well, that's your song. That's what you want. I want you to
Yeah,
enjoy
but I
that.
need you to be on there too.
No, you don't. I mean,
Well,
I'll
dude,
help you. I'll engineer it. How about that? If
Well,
that's something you really want, let me
yeah.
engineer it and I'll help
All
you
right,
out.
I'll talk to you off camera about it. Yeah.
Oh, you got a concept going there.
Yeah, a little
Okay,
bit. Yeah.
all right. I didn't know that. So I'm thinking about this whole on an album. I mean, on an island thing. You got to think about it. What if they're see, we're saying deserted, but it's like I'm thinking, what if so happened there happens to be a woman that just doesn't speak a language. Like I don't want to just have straight rock or like I want to like I need a song to go hunting to. I need a song to build a fire to. I need a
So
song
you
to
got
go to
something
sleep
that covers
to.
it all.
Yeah, I want something that's gonna like, where'd you come from? I don't want to play Killing in the Name while I'm trying to cuddle with you.
No.
I can't cuddle with you to kill
Yeah,
it.
that's why you need 3 albums.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
my number one, some trash talkers may not know of this guy, but his name's Elliott Smith, one of my favorite artists ever. Again, I've said it 100 times. I have one of his lyrics here, which comes off the album, "From a Basement on a Hill."
Okay.
To me, this is. I know many people. If you've seen the movie Good Will Hunting.
That's Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Yes.
Yeah.
So one of his big song, actually I think that might be his biggest song. He actually performed it at the Academy Awards for that. It's a song off of that. It's on this album, but it was on that soundtrack, and it's called Miss Misery. Great song, but literally every song on this album is just incredible, dude. I mean, God,
What you got on there?
I mean, you see, I know many people aren't gonna know it, but I mean, A Fond Farewell, King's Crossing, a Twilight, The Last Hour, Memory Lane, man, A Distorted Reality is now a necessity. Man, Coast to Coast, Let's Get Lost.
Which one did we cover? We covered an Elliott Smith song.
King's Crossing.
Okay.
I
All
can't
right.
prepare for death anymore. Go check that reaction out.
Yeah.
But no, it's one of those ones where he's a one-man band. The dude, his death is very mysterious. Rest in peace, Elliot. But it's one of those albums where you're like, sometimes if I'm deserted and I just caught me 3 catfish and I gotta cook them, I can. There's a song on there for me to catch the fish. There's a song on me for me to scale the fish. And when I'm done, I got a full belly. It's time to go to sleep. I can listen to Twilight and just go. Just go.
Yeah.
Just go.
Absolutely.
What's your second one?
My second one happens to be something I discovered since we've been doing this. Of course, I knew of the band because back in high school, all of the alternative kids were wearing their shirts.
Machine Head.
No, I don't.
Motorhead.
I don't think I ever saw a Machine Head shirt
Joking.
at any point in my
Let me take one more
life.
guess.
Maybe at a concert.
Let me take one more guess.
Okay.
Rammstein.
Oh.
Is it Rammstein?
No, it's not. But that would have been a good one. It's actually Korn.
Ooh.
Yeah,
come on,
the
man.
original was self-titled Korn. Now this is one where when we got into Korn, I had to play a lot of the tracks we were covering, and also played the entire album because I could not help myself. So I played the entire original album by Korn, the self-titled album, and it is a banger of a CD. It's such a style that had never been done before at that time, and I see exactly why it blew up. But
what's the it's not the girl playing.
no, this was the girl on swings.
Oh, with the guy
with the
standing.
creepy
Okay,
figure.
all right.
Yeah, shadow. Blind. I mean, we covered that one recently. I can see, I'm going blind. Which was about the time that I listened to the entire album. So maybe I'm a little wrong for putting a newer discovered album on here. But dang it, this album is so good, man.
Man, this is your choice.
Ball
Be-
Tongue.
Come on, keep going.
Need to. Just need to. Clown, you ain't shit. Turn around, get your face split. Divine. I'm not gonna say that one, but that's a pretty good track right there. Shoots and Ladders. That was the first one we ever covered. Yeah.
Daddy's on there.
Daddy's on there. Yeah.
Don't they have an album called Shoots and Ladders? No, it's Follow the Leader.
Follow the Leader. But Shoots and Ladders, I think, was their first single.
Okay, that's why.
Ever.
Dude, what is beating me? That's not on that album.
That's not.
That's later corn.
Yeah. Damn, I believe that might be Follow the Leader. Somewhere in there. No, it might be later than that.
I think it is.
Yeah.
All right, so now I gotta ask you. On that album.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
What's my favorite song?
You didn't ask me on my Elliott Smith, but I'm gonna ask
I figured it's the one you got tattooed.
100%. But go ahead.
My favorite one on here is probably Ball Tongue. Ball Tongue or Shoots and Ladders. Ball Tongue. Ball Tongue. I want to sing along with it, but I'm like, is he really saying words?
Wait, is he talking about a tongue ring?
No, I think Ball Tongue is sharp tongue, witty tongue. You know, you talk a lot, and I think that's what he's going for. But I haven't done a lyrical dive on it now.
Could be about a ball tongue too.
It could be about somebody that just likes that kind of stuff.
I mean, who knows, man? All right, my number 2, Smoke Dog. So this was tough for me because I know this isn't no particular order, but this is tough. Number 2 for me. This was tough between my number 1, but my number 2, I'm gonna say Pink Floyd. Dark Side.
I knew Pink Floyd had to be
no
on the list.
Question, dude. That's an album. Man, I could just. There's things that I can't say that just goes on, and which actually was a comment from the Trash Talkers. Remember, they one of the Trash Talkers said, "Hey, a podcast you guys should do is memorable things in your life."
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've got so many with Dark Side of the
That
Moon,
podcast is coming right up.
It's coming up, yeah. But dude, that album again was one of those ones that just took me out of
hip hop.
Hip hop, and it's like, dude, there's so much more to music than what I thought music was music. You know?
Oh yeah. I think every hip hop fan who grows up on hip hop comes to that realization at some point. Like, there is so much more music out there. It doesn't have to be just flowing on a beat constantly.
Yeah, I mean, and me and Smokey have spoke on this before, but like I enjoy classical music. I enjoy all kind of music. There's some mariachi music I like.
Hey, I enjoy folk, and
I love folk music,
Western, and Appalachian. Like, it's
music.
Man.
I just love music. But now on this particular one, come on, y'all. Everybody knows Dark Side of the Moon. And if I just so happen to be on this desert island, and there just so happened to be a Wizard of Oz cassette tape with the VCR, I could turn it off and watch it with that and check out the Dark Side of Oz. If you know, you know. But on this album, man, you got songs like Breathe, Breathe, Breathe in the Air. Amazing song. On the Run, Time, Money. The Great Gig in the Sky, Us and Them, us, and them. Shit hard, dude.
So, which one is your favorite?
Man, on that album, there's not one lyric in this song. It's just a woman screaming the whole time. Great Gig in the Sky.
Great Gig in the Sky, yeah.
Dude, and when you watch it with Wizard of Oz, I still think that is one of the craziest what's the word? The craziest god dang coincidences in life, because for that to happen, it's just like and in the movie it's just a tornado, just like I don't just amazing album.
I'm gonna do it one day.
Oh my god, dude.
It. See what all the fuss is about.
Man, I would love to.
I know there's gonna be that one comment that's like, it wasn't actually made to it. But
well,
yes,
Roger Waters and David Gilmour actually said no, it was complete coincidence. But when you listen to the lyrics, when you watch what's happening, it's like, how Like this,
Yeah.
this either is the greatest coincidence of all time, bro. The whole movie's in black and white. The second you hear ching ching, color.
Yeah.
How? Great gig. Or money. You got the Oompa Loompas dead perfect. Like,
You know what? I bet there's a YouTube video where people have synced it up already.
oh yeah,
There's
that's
got
where I
to
watch.
be one.
Yes,
Yeah?
that's
Oh, you did watch it like that?
yes.
All right, I
There's-
need to see that.
There's some times where I've taken some vacations
Yeah.
and just woke up in the middle of that vacation and it's on. I don't know how it's on, but I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's great, man.
Oh yeah. Should we do our honorable mentions next, or do you want to get into number one?
Okay, what do you want to do? You want to do honorable mentions?
Let's go ahead before we get into our number ones.
Okay.
Let's do the honorable mentions, and
Go ahead.
I have three. I have two, but technically three honorable mentions because two of these albums I would put together, and I'd probably just make a burn disc or whatever and make it one long album. But those two are typo negative.
Okay.
Bloody Kisses and October Rust.
Okay.
Put both of those two together, and they are wonderful, man. Dude, there's just something about the gothic
Oh, I love it.
feel, like this gothic metal, and it's almost happenstance that they came into this style. I think because Peter kind of sounds like a vampire.
When you introduced
And he's a
me
great
to,
singer.
yeah, I talk like a one, a two,
He
a
turned,
three.
was he Count Chocula?
Count Chocula. When you played it, I'm like, dude, this dude sounds like Count Chocula. The one, the two.
Dude, so many. Looking through these two albums, dude, My Girlfriend's Girlfriend is more like a swing kind of a dance song, but it's still gothic somehow. They pulled that off. Cinnamon Girl, which was a Neil Young cover, that is great.
So would you say
Love You to Death.
is typo
Be
negative?
My Druidess.
Is their genre goth, or is it
I
like
think,
80s? Way?
yeah. Later in their career, gothic metal, yeah, they were originally like a punk hardcore band, which is really weird because those two styles are a long way from each other.
Hey, they
But-
say something else about Peter Gabriel. That's a long way away
Peter
from
Steele.
Peter Steele.
Yeah.
That's a long way away
Yeah,
from each.
long, yeah, and close to the ground apparently.
God dang.
And dude was like 6'7" or something.
And the way he talks, would you like to see my knife?
And during the Roy days, he was jacked.
Yeah. What was your other honorable mentions?
But also, Black Number One, probably their
we-
biggest song of all time.
that one.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And Christian Woman, God, so good.
Damn.
But my other honorable mention was Chapter 2, World Domination. We've talked about it many times. Probably one of my top 2 to 3 hip hop albums of all time. That is an absolute masterpiece of a horrorcore
Great
album.
album. Great
Yes,
album.
yes.
Great album.
My number one.
Oh wait, you want me to give me my honorable
Or
mentions?
you go with your honorable
All right.
mentions.
So my honorable mentions before we get to your number one and my number one would be Prince, Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, with the song "Let's Go Crazy," which we recently just did.
We
if I'm
did, yeah.
Not mistaken. Little Red Corvette, 1999.
Yeah.
Do Me Baby, Free, Father Song. I mean, come on. Just I don't even need to expound. Great album, one of the greatest albums ever produced by one of the greatest artists ever.
Yeah.
And now you threw a raps
Yeah.
album in there. I gotta throw one too. Bone Thugs and Harmony, Eternity.
Yeah.
I was gonna put a 3-6 album, but I
Yeah.
knew you were gonna do
Yeah.
it. But I'm gonna go with Bone Thugs and Harmony, Eternal 99, because that's the whole album. That's the
Yeah.
first album I've ever bought with my actual money, and I bought it on cassette first, I think, and I lost the cassette, and then I probably bought the CD like 5 different times, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That-
We've talked about that. My first album that I ever bought was Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise. Yeah. But, man, World Domination and East Eternal, that was the soundtrack to probably my 11th grade year.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here, man. Damn. You know how people.
Actually, no, that was more like.
Yeah, it had
I think
to
I
be
got
later,
into it
right?
like 9th, 10th grade, somewhere in there. It was already out by the time I got into it.
Because I remember.
Bone actually came out. I remember T Slim listening to East Eternal when I was in like middle school.
Yeah, that came out way before.
Yeah.
I remember I was in 6th grade when World Domination came out.
Yeah,
So,
so that's
whatever
about right. So,
What are you in 6th grade? 12?
6th grade is
13?
yeah, no, 12, I think.
12?
usually.
So I was 12 when World. And that's when I actually got. I was like, man, let me see what they talking about. And I'm like, God, man, that shit
Yeah,
hard.
I think I heard it. I mean, T Slim was always the one that turned me on to things like that.
Man, how you
As far
gonna leave
as
Nate out
balling.
like that?
Nate was
How
trying
you
to turn
gonna
me
leave-
on to the Cure.
Come on, man. Don't do Nate like that.
Now, me and Nate would listen to Master P and Cypress Hill and whatnot, Mystical, but I think he was really, really interested in more like the Cure and, the new wave gothic stuff for some reason. But
It's so weird.
it's stuff that I couldn't get down with back then.
It's so weird that you F with typo negative calling them gothic, but you were so against Cure, and then you just called them gothic.
But it's such a different style, though. Like, yeah, it's gothic new wave is much different than gothic metal.
Dude, I don't think I'll ever get the genre thing 100% down pat.
Yeah.
It's so many, man.
There's so many.
It's like going to your grandma.
Hundreds.
Like, go to a black grandmama house. Open up her seasoning cabinet. You ain't no way in hell you gonna know all them damn
Yeah, you wouldn't even know what to put it all on.
It's so funny. There's a seasoning called ALUM.
Yeah.
And bro, I saw something that was like, hey man, when your grandmama, or he said, my black friend's grandmama sent my white friend to the store, and she said, go to the grocery store and get me some seasoning. And he said, what kind of seasoning? She said, get all of them. He comes back, and there's actually a seasoning called all of them.
Yeah.
ALUM. She's like, where's the salt, pepper, garlic powder, lemon powder?
Yeah.
You said you want all of them. Here you go.
That's what I got you.
All of them.
I didn't even know nutmeg in there.
Yeah.
Man. Okay.
Smokey, what is your number one album? You're on an island. No one there, just you. What is it?
Another one that I wouldn't have had on here unless we were doing.
Oh, you got another album?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying this album is one that I wouldn't have been able to do if we never did Rappers React. But it is actually Anima by Tool.
Oh, God, see, I thought about putting Tool on here too.
Yeah, that is my favorite Tool album by far. 10,000 Days and Opiate and what am I missing?
I mean, 10,000 Days is a dope freaking.
I know you would put Fear Inoculum.
Fear
on
Inoculum
there,
is my favorite. Between Fear Inoculum, it's so crazy because they're polar opposites in my opinion. I'm either gonna go with Opiate.
That's Opiate is a long way from Fear Inoculum.
That's what I'm saying. They're like my two favorites for some reason.
Wow, really?
Maynard.
Yeah.
Then one try. It's two. I just love Tool, man.
All right, let me pull up the track list for
Anima? Man,
Yeah.
Anima's one of the best songs on that
Dude,
album, dude.
Stink
46
Fist.
and 2 is amazing.
Stinkfist, Eulogy. Eulogy is one of my top two Tool songs of all time. And I really don't know if I should put it over Stinkfist or not. 46 and 2,
That's
of
a
course.
great song.
Yeah.
Man, that is a good album.
HWAP, I met a boy wearing
Dude, the one shirt that I will never forget is, remember the Stink. I would assume it's for Stinkfist. Remember, it was like a dude. You know what the pile driver position is?
Yeah.
And it was like a dude with his fist, and it was said Stinkfist under it.
Dude, like, I don't know if I think I might have told this story on when we were covering Tool on Tool Tuesday.
Don't give me a pile driver story.
No, I was in school and I remember a girl, because I didn't know anything about Tool. I just saw that they were.
We had similar stories in it because I had the same things high school. But go ahead, you tell me.
But this girl was wearing a Tool shirt.
Same here.
And the picture on that shirt was a dude curved over with his head shoved up his own ass.
Okay, so we both have a similar.
That kind of kept me from listening to Tool.
Dude, same thing here, man.
I was like, what are you listening to?
It wasn't the dude had his head up his own ass, but
Yeah.
it might have been the shirt where there was one dude in a pile driver position, and it said it either said Tool or Stinkfist,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what the fuck are you wearing?
And the other shirt I remember was the actual wrench with the two balls.
We got that cassette here as
Yeah.
well. But no, I had the same thing. I was at my locker, and she comes up to me, and I'm like, she's like, I know you like music and all this. She's like, have you heard of Tool? I'm like, Tool? She's like, yeah, this is their shirt. I'm like, I'm not listening to a band where there's a dude's fist. And she's like, no, you don't understand. They're amazing. So this might have been like 10,000 Days era.
It's amazing how, as a hip hop fan, you see stuff like that, and you're like, I don't want to listen to that. Like, I don't need to hear about a dude shoving his head up his own ass.
Dude.
But then we get into it, we're like, wow, they were right. They were right.
Dude, I think the quote "Never judge a book by its cover" is more.
Because they had some crazy covers.
Yes, I think that quote is more applicable to music than people. I mean, think about Korn.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to a band called Korn.
Yeah.
There's a little girl on the swing having a good old time with this scary figure back there.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that's on your top 3 albums.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, same thing with
It's so good.
like I mean, there's so many. It's like,
How long? What if you saw a woman wearing antlers? You're like, why do I need to listen to that?
would I be into this in high school?
Not in high school. No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, a woman with antlers. What is that?
Probably not. Nah, because looking at this, I would think like Marilyn
Death metal.
Manson. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah. But if I heard it, then I'm like, okay, now.
Yeah. And then you hear it, you're like, wow, this shit's good.
Dude, because I remember
It's so
listening
good.
to like binaural beats, like in middle school to go to school.
Yeah,
Remember?
I went through that phase.
Yeah, binaural beats.
They're like, you gotta hack your system. Listen to these binaural beats.
You know what's crazy? It was in this room
Yeah.
with that window rolled up.
Yeah.
Listen, I remember I was listening to binaural beats. Love Line.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Phil. What was the older lady? The sex doctor?
Dr. Ruth.
She was something like that.
Yeah.
But in this exact room, my bed
Love
was
Line.
here, and I'm just 4 o'clock in the morning, just I gotta
Yeah,
go
coast to coast AM.
Oh man, the good times.
Yeah.
And I had one of them long
Waiting for ECW
radios.
to come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Damn well, you got to be up for school 2 o'clock.
Oh, I
in
know.
2 more hours. What's your number one, Smoke?
Hey, good days. That was my number one. Tool.
Oh, Tool Anima.
Anima.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, your number one.
My number one. You ready, Smoke Dog?
Mhm.
My number one album of all time is going to be, or if I'm on a desert island, is Odyssey and Oracle by the Zombies. No.
Okay.
To me, I think probably the best album ever recorded.
It's the time of the season. When love runs high.
That's
Yeah.
probably the only single from there. I might Rose for Emily. I don't even have to look up the tracks on that.
That's the only one I know.
Dude, that to me, that album encompasses, again, if I'm on a deserted island, it can give me in everywhere I need to go. It can put me in a primal state, a sleepy state. It's just a masterful album, especially when the time it came out. This is like late 50s, early 60s. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
during the British invasion.
yeah, dude. And what's crazy, I don't see any trash talkers requesting the Zombies.
No, not many.
That's so weird.
Even when we do British invasion bands, you don't see.
we don't see it.
Yeah.
But to me, that album is the best produced album from that period. Just like the way y'all harmonize, the instruments, the production, the way every song flows. A Rose for Emily, beautiful song. Beechwood Park, beautiful song. God dang, Maybe After He's Gone, amazing. Literally from front to end, that's an album I could listen to forever, dude.
The only reason I knew they existed
Was
was
because
because several rappers have used that sample of "What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
He rich? Is he rich like me?
Has he taken any time to show to see right there? That's what I love about it. So he said, "What's your name?
Yeah.
Who's your daddy? Who's your
He rich.
Is he rich?
like
They come.
me?
He rich. Is he rich like me? They go.
Yeah.
I'm nerding out over here. Sorry.
It's a great track for sure.
Man, dude, I'm telling you. So, all right, if you, out of those 3 that you gave me on your desert album, one that you said, Hollywood, I want you to listen to front to back. Which one?
Well, we've already listened to Anima. So
Okay. All right, so either the 2 then, because I haven't heard.
front to back. Listen, I know you're avoiding typo negative for some reason. You still have that like, I don't know about that now.
Hey, but it's back to the Highling and Toll thing. Maybe
But
I'm just
you like the slower,
I
the
do.
slow down, the gothic, the pianos,
I do.
the dark stuff. If you listen to either one, October Rust or Bloody Kiss, I would say October Rust.
Okay.
I guarantee you would love October Rust.
I am putting it on my
I
calendar.
guarantee it. Man.
October Rust.
Yes.
I'm gonna listen to that album, and next time we meet up, I'm gonna from front to back.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Now, can I give you one?
Yeah.
I want you to listen to the Zombies,
Okay.
Odyssey and Oracle.
All right. We'll do that.
I'll listen to October Rust. You listen to Odyssey and Oracle.
Yeah.
And we'll see what
All right.
our diagnosis is.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be a fan of it though. I don't
Why
because
not?
I mean, you know Dark Side of the Moon. Have you heard the whole album of Dark Side of the Moon?
I've heard a bit of it. No, I've never heard the whole thing.
Actually, no, listen to Elliott Smith from A Basement on the Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, do that because it's got some more up tempo. The zombies, I think actually the time of the season is the only one where you can do this. Everything else is just
Chill.
relax.
Yeah.
But I think you'll F with Elliott. So
Okay.
Do that. From a basement on a hill.
From a basement on a hill.
Please
All
check that out. Listen, Trash Talkers, you guys let us know. 3 albums. 3.
Yeah.
You're on a deserted island. You can only take 3 albums.
Mm-hmm.
What are those 3 albums and why?
Absolutely. Yeah. Give us some of that because whatever you put in there, we're going to check them out.
We're going to check them out. There may
Yeah.
be potential reactions to them.
Yep.
Again, guys, leave us some topics on what we should do next. You know, this podcast topic right here came directly from you guys. So you guys let us know what you want us to talk about. Whether it be, hell, could be about the zombies, could be about Pink Floyd, could be about anything.
Typo negative.
Typo negative. Whatever you guys want us to talk about, leave it down in
Yeah.
the comment section. But with that being said, my name's Behringer Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez.
Here we are.
Over. Out. Deuces. Yeah, boy.